Okay. What's going on, everyone? We are on episode 8 of Harvest Moon 1 World. Last time we moved our farm over here to the beach, and now we're just trying to finish getting the watermelons, and we'll move to the desert. I'm finding a lot of the stuff Hey Josh. I'm finding a lot of the stuff I'm growing here is all poor quality. So I should probably think about fertilizing all of this. It might mutate the crop, but hey sir. It might mutate the crop, but at least it'll grow then. But we still just need to do we still need to get that watermelon. So, we'll do it. Okay. Feed. I might let the bear go, because I have to feed that bear every day, and he doesn't do anything for me. So while it's cool to have, I'm not really sure it's something I need. Especially not now. It's just going to cost us money. Some milk. Horse. Yeah, I don't know how many people we'll have, because this was a very last minute thing. I didn't actually plan on doing this. I was going to capture more Pioneers of Olivetown tonight, but I figured, you know what, might as well just do this as well. Probably be short, maybe 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes. And then I do actually have to capture some Pioneers of Olivetown content, so. Oh, I do remember, people told me last time around I need to get the hibiscus seeds. So we need to grab them whenever we can find them and get them planted ASAP. Hey Alexandria, how are you? Glad you saw this after I said I wasn't going to do it. Got a couple folks here. I doubt it'll be as good as what we usually get. I think last time we hit almost 30 or 32. We might get there though. Let's play it by ear. People come and go. Sometimes it jumps up pretty high, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. People have been watching them after the fact a lot, which has been pretty good. The last one I think's at like, or the first one's at like 1,700 views, and the last one's still already at 4. So that's pretty good. Alright, I didn't want to do that though. Does the bear, as far as people have told me, the bear does absolutely nothing, sir. Except for eat. He'll eat my crops. I mean, he'll eat my animal feed. That's all he does. So, essentially, yeah, nothing. It costs me money, actually. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, hey, it's cool to have, but I don't need it. You know? It looks cool, and some of the other ones are cool. You can get a tiger. You can get a white tiger, I think. You can get a leopard. But you're just wasting money. Hey, John, how are you? I'm always telling John how good my streams are going, and then he pops in and there's only 4 people. Probably doesn't believe me. I swear I'm telling the truth, John. Okay, we're gonna head back because we got a full bag. So we'll dump some of this stuff off in our fridge. And then head back to that old farm just because we need to get the watermelon that's there to grow. Yeah, Goldeneye, I decided to go for maybe 45 minutes. maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, just to kind of get this thing going and then give people something else to watch tomorrow. But I'm behind on Pioneers of Olive Town. Got a bunch of content that's not ready to go. But who knows? There'll be 2 tomorrow. Somehow, some way, there's going to be 2. Where's Carmelo? I don't know where Carmelo is tonight. He's been here the last couple, but he's really down on this game now, John. He doesn't really want it anymore, so I don't know if he's actually going to... I don't know if he'll actually turn up too much anymore. But yeah, so Carmelo's not here. That's one person already down. We gotta head back to the farm, so we gotta go get back. Carmelo's not here. There's quite a few folks that have been coming out pretty regularly for these. But, you know, I'm sure he'll pick up. In fact, I've noticed a lot of people aren't even coming through Twitter anymore. They're coming through seeing the live stream up on YouTube, which is a better way to get people to start subscribing and following your stuff, is to grab them actually from YouTube searches. So, but it's fine. Usually I do a lot more heads up, right? And so people can prepare for a stream. And today I literally put it up 2 minutes before I started. But we got 6 in climbing. All right. Finish up here. Watering can is empty. Hey Goofy, how are you? I don't need to do anything, so we can just go. But tomorrow, 2 episodes. What's your horse's name? I don't even remember. George. Horse is George. I don't know. Someone named him. I always let the folks in the chat name him. Did anybody, Alexandra, did you catch the 2 Story of Seasons videos today? One was really short. It was like, I think, 18 minutes. Because there wasn't a whole lot going on. But the other one was, I think, the Pet Derby, and then tomorrow morning is Summer Day 1, which is a very busy day, understandably. There's a lot going on in that one. But tomorrow, and then I got the, I don't know if I've seen it yet, but I got the horse in Story of Seasons. I got a new sheep. We aren't able to get that brown alpaca yet, but we'll get it. And then sometime soon, actually tomorrow, if you're on Twitter and on my community page on YouTube, actually John, if you're still here, John and I have a giveaway to announce. The not so secret giveaway to announce. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. What are you making? I saw the one with Derby where Mikey beat you. Yeah, so that was the second video today, GoldenEye, where I lost in the Derby to Mikey. In the Pet Derby. Which was frustrating because I did everything the minigame asked, but at some point I stopped getting the opportunity to press A to speed my dog up, so... Yeah, I see some... Yeah, John, you see all those eyes? They're wondering what's coming. Oh, something's coming. Something's coming. And I know not everyone is in North America, so I do want to flag that while it's not technically limited to North America, hey Jim, you're going to need a North American eShop if you were to win. eShop account, which is as easy as just having another email address and then just setting up a North American. You don't need a credit card or a payment method in that country. You just need an email address and you can set up an account. So, I gotta make more animal feed. But I need more grass before I can make more animal feed, and I am out of grass. Did I milk? Yeah, I must have. Alright. Katsu rice bowl. I'm gonna be real honest, I'm not sure what that is, but... Salty maple and salty maple with heat. Oh, that's what you're eating, GoldenEye? What goes in that, Alexandria? I'm actually wondering what would go into a katsu rice bowl. Hey, Vlad. Vlad's here and we're at 14. Thanks everyone. We'll see how long we go. It'll be long enough. We'll go see if we got a watermelon done. There's Carmelo. Carmelo, good thing you weren't here when John was saying all those nasty things about you. Yeah, John acts like he's innocent, but he knows. Yeah, I don't think, John, I don't think you have a stream scheduled for tonight, right? But you're doing something tomorrow? Tomorrow night? Why don't I have a wrench? John gets a wrench so he can boot people when they're being bad. They're saying bad things. It's a family show. I haven't been checking my mailbox. I wonder if there's anything. I mean, there's no question mark, right? So yeah, there's nothing in there. Okay, so we're kind of in a constant pattern of taking care of our beach farm, taking care of our other farm until we get the third watermelon. Does anybody else notice that glitch right there? So if I come back, right? Oh, maybe it's gonna go away now. Let's see. I come in slowly. Yeah, so you can see the blackness go away. It's one of the things that really bothers me. Alexandria says it's a chicken fillet with gravy on rice. I usually have curry with it, but I'm lazy right now. Oh, okay. What kind of gravy? I'm interested to know what kind of gravy. John won't ban people unless he really has to. It's not the only glitch, GoldenEye. It's just the one that I've noticed the most. All right, so that's our third watermelon. So we can actually, we'll collect all this produce from this field, and then we can go to the desert to drop off those watermelons and kind of get that quest going. Have I done anyone like a public service yet that they've watched me play this and now they're not going to spend money on this? Like I probably shouldn't go to Natsumi and say, look how many views I got on my videos, you guys should sponsor me, because then if they actually watch them they'd be like, wait a sec, all you do is trash our game. Anyway, I would love to do something with Marvelous and Xseed when Rune Factory comes out. I've seen, and I mean, you can't compare yourself to other people because everybody's different personalities, different opinions, different levels of knowledge. But I've seen a lot of like smaller YouTubes getting some like ad opportunities with Xseed and Marvelous around this game. So like I'm curious to know if I could get that kind of opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, because my videos have done okay. My first Let's Play for, and I'd have to go check, but I think my first Let's Play for Story of Seasons is crossed 10,000 views, which is pretty good. I thought the stream was canceled, said Carmelo. It was going to be canceled, and the reason why was I was planning to stream at 8, and then one thing led to another, and we ended up playing a board game, which we haven't done enough of in the last little while, so I really wanted to make sure I did that. We're going to go with the... No, we can go with the desert today, maybe still. I really wanted to do that. Let's play a board game, just because we haven't. So I was like, well, I'll cancel the stream, and I'll just pump out some Story of Seasons content, because I only have one video ready for tomorrow, and I promise you guys two, right? So, but then I just decided, you know what? Let's... Wait a second. Oh, yeah, okay. And then I decided, you know what? I will stream, and I will film a video, even if I have to stay up late, just so you guys have two. But that means I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. I am thinking that I want to live stream Saturday Story of Seasons for an hour, maybe an hour plus. The only issue is I've been releasing the videos as single days, so I don't know how that would work. I can always download the video, cut it up, and then re-upload, but I don't know yet. Alright, so we're hot, so we gotta hop off and have some of the coconut milk. Cools you down, and now we're just gonna head and give I forget the guy's name, but we're gonna give him the 3 watermelon and kind of push this story forward. Instant gravy bought from the supermarket. Interesting. Carmelo says he doesn't even want to waste his points on buying this game. I mean, I get it. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't waste my points. If you're going to use points to buy a game, buy Story Seasons. Yes, we brought everything you asked for. I can thank you. Yeah, must pay for your services. I don't need money. What is he going to give me? You sure? Since alright. Okay, so he's not going to give me anything. So this is where I want control over my character. Because I want something for those. It took forever. Here's the items you requested. You've got them already. Well, it seems everything's in order. Well used. We are requesting. We require 6 hibiscus. Okay, so someone told me to start growing those, and I did. So whoever told me that, thank you. Okay, so I don't really want to... I'm not invested in this story, and I'm sorry if you are. So, we're going to go get some hibiscus. Alexandria says she's just content watching other people play. Yeah. Alright. So, we need to get some hibiscus. And I think we got some. We're up to 18, guys. We might crack 20 today. And I didn't think we would just because of the timing, the short time that I gave for people to kind of get in and on, but it'd be awesome if we hit 20. But honestly, as I always say, thanks to each and every one of you for coming out. Oh, cutscene that I didn't know. Who's this? Oh, okay, hi Adam. Yep, I was just about to go and stretch my legs. So I hike up the mountain. Trees up there on the mountainside that grow coffee beans. It's usually fenced off though. It's your attention rising. Why they might fall out. You can come too. Alright, so I'm going to get some coffee beans now. Interesting. This is like the most that's ever happened in an episode of this game yet, and we've only been 20 minutes. There's a little plot of land, and there's some trees. This place is a mess. That's where I get my coffee beans. Carmelo, I'm a night owl too, I agree with you. Everything's real wild, there are rocks everywhere, I'm surprised you can't harvest anything at all. Also, the trees are all way too far apart. That's why the ground is almost completely bare. Flowers can't grow well without more shade. It's a hot mess. It used to be a jungle. I can see the blah 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 blah. Okay. I do too, Carmelo, and the problem is I love it so much I sometimes have one late at night, and that's just a disaster on my system. Can't sleep. I'm tired the next day, and whatever, you know. Can you get 3 coffee beans from the coffee trees here? Sure. Can I just get them right now? Like, this is a weird concept. Coffee trees? I mean, I'm here for it. So I got 2. But there's not a 3rd tree. Oh, never mind. There's some up here. Okay. Hey, Pegon, how are you? Okay, so I got 3. So now what? Here's the 3 coffee beans. 22. We cracked 20, guys. Amazing. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Wow, you're a fast worker. Thank you so much, Teamwork, Dream Work, work great, work it good. Yada, yada, yada. I do have to ask, anyone interested in a Littlewood stream? Tomorrow, or sometime this weekend. It does come out. Came out today, I want to say, at noon in Canada. I'm more than happy to buy it and play it if that's of interest to all of you. I'm probably going to buy it anyway and do at least the first 30 minutes of the game. Just because, I mean, that is what my channel was built on. And people seem to enjoy it, so I'll keep going. I think the died. Oh, they're sleeping. Looks like the bear died, though. This calls for a giveaway. What do you mean, Carmelo? What kind of giveaway? What should I give away in your opinion? I'm doing well, Pecan. Thank you. I do. Am I missing what game you guys were talking about and I somehow missed something? Or did I say something? Because Alexandra is saying I do, never seen any gameplay of it. Oh, Littlewood. Duh. Yeah. Okay. I might play some Littlewood. It kind of falls into what we're doing here anyway. It's like kind of the same vein of games. And I mean, we're not going to be here forever. At some point, we're going to branch out to something else. Do I not have any hibiscus yet? Do you even put that in the fridge? Or is it in my inventory? Oh, okay. You don't put them in the fridge. I don't have any, but 20 views a game. Yeah, we're at 20. I'm gonna plant these other hibiscus. Nope, I don't want fertilize. I'll plant the hibiscus. Carmelo Joe. We are so the not so secret is John and I are doing a giveaway, which will officially launch tomorrow, and it may or may not be tied to Story of Seasons. But if you and John, you can just link your YouTube down below. Just hop over to John's YouTube and hit that sub button for him. That'll get you going. That'll get you started on the giveaway. That's an entry right there before we even start. And if you hop over to John on Twitter, that's a second entry. There'll be more options, tweet options, comment on community post options, things like that. Checking out videos, commenting on videos. We'll have all that info tomorrow. Oh, it's really late. So John, just link it, and then tomorrow, just be on the lookout. And if you're not on Twitter, I will put something on my community page and stuff like that. So you'll still be able to enter. There'll be a Gleam link. It'll be on the bottom of all my videos too. So go check on Kanoa. Okay. Oh, there we go. I need this grass. You unsubscribed to John because he made fun of Mario games. What Mario games did John make fun of? What? John, did you make fun of Mario games? I wouldn't have spilled all the beans on what's coming up, but John was here, and John's a big part of that giveaway, so I figured, it makes sense. Makes sense to kind of tease it with John here, let him drop some information for you guys, and stuff like that. But, yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It'll run for about 10 days. It'll be technically, unofficially North America only, but you can access it with from any country. With just you have to have an NA, a North American eShop account, which you can easily get just by creating an email address and then linking it to Canada or United States or something like that. So it's not difficult. I don't believe that John would make fun of. Is John just disappeared? He dabbed and disappeared. I said link your channel and he's like, I'm out. Maybe he did and I can't see it because I'm using the chat in Streamlabs, not on YouTube actually. Carmel, you can't say your favorite Mario game is Mario Party. It's not allowable. That's not an allowable answer. There we go. We can also get some more compost. And then we have to go find, what's his name? There we go. Mario Party is the controller destroyer. I remember using my Nintendo 64 controller to play Mario Party and just wrecking the heck out of the A button and the joystick. Because you'd hold the 64 controller like at the bottom, then you'd put your palm on top of the control stick and then just twist it so much, and we broke so many controllers. So I need just this general. I mean, I'll hold on to both just because I'm not sure, but Yeah, Mario 2 is the worst. Now, see, Carmelo, I agree with you on that. I don't know. When I hopped over to John's stream last night or yesterday for Mario Day, he was playing Mario 2, and I thought that was a weird decision. But you know what I think it is? I think John was just trying to get those folks that are like die-hard Mario 2 fans. He knew he had you, Carmelo. He knew you were coming to the stream, but he had to pull in new folks. Okay. Yeah, that and like mashing the A button, because like all those Mario Party games, it's like A B, or mash the A button or hold the A button. Since John's my brother, can I still enter the contest? No. I mean, yes, but if John is your brother, officially. Did what? What did? I think John was testing the powers of his banning ability because all of Carmelo's chats are just gone. Mario Party doesn't exist. It goes like this: Mario Party 3, Mario Party 2. I think Mario Party 2 is my favorite. It's all been for nothing. It's like John, if you made me lose a viewer in Carmelo because you banned him, I'm gonna be so upset. It's all been for nothing. It's like up and left. I mean, everybody's finding it funny though. I ain't giving up. I'll make Halo a first-rate fishing spot. So don't sweat it. I'll figure something out. I don't remember what he asked for, to be honest with you. Should have brought the fish back. I wonder if there's anything we're overlooking. Could be. What are we overlooking? Who's played? Because I just skipped all that to... laugh at John's little joke. Oh, come on. Alright, so if you noticed on the mini-map I have that little green thing, that just means we've flagged hibiscus plant seeds to be found in the, like, so when I'm running around, because I need a whole bunch, and so we went into our map and flagged all those, so now they're easy to find. I hope Carmelo comes back. Hey, Reina. I didn't know if you were going to make it because I saw you liked my tweet where I said I wasn't going to do this. Carmelo doesn't exist anymore. It's a sad day. I just got a text. Wonder if that was him. Okay. We're not doing a ton on this stream, I guess. We did do the watermelon quest, and we're working on the hibiscus one now. Aside from that, we're not doing a whole lot. John Thanos snapped him. John talking to him to where, did he leave? Because I did notice, like, right after you did that, I dropped, like, does it, when you do that, does it boot him from the stream or just not allow him to talk anymore? We have a good time, I suppose. It's a great group that comes out every day or every time we do this. Oh, I didn't want to plant that here. Shoot. Oh well. Looks like we're coming back here even more than I thought. Don't make John mad, he'll ban you. John, did you make him mad? You said you're talking to him on Twitter. He will be back. Okay. Does it boot him? John, does it boot him, or does it just make it so he can't chat for a specific amount of time? I think that's the first person John's ever banned. Ever. I'm sorry, Carmelo. I didn't do it. He's been sent to the YouTube corner. Oh, I didn't know I had these coconut trees right here. can always use more coconut milk. Although I thought I would need way more than I do. I mean, I use one and I can basically go anywhere in the desert. I'm surprised through all of that, 21 people decided to stick around. It's amateur hour over here. Alright. I think we're pretty much done for today. I think I milked the cow already. Yeah. Alright, other day done. We're basically just waiting for all these hibiscus plants to grow. Once they grow, we can harvest them and be done. Don't really need to hold on to all that oak lumber. I will hold on to that. And we'll put these flowers away. Okay, so we said we should hold 4 of everything. So let's see what we got and see if we can sell, because we haven't sold anything in a long time, and I could use some money. So, I mean, we got 15 corn, so I can probably... I'm going to keep 5 of each, just because that seems like a good number. So this is the stuff I'm ultimately going to sell. And if someone sees me selling something I shouldn't, because I'll need it later in a quest, and I'm just not... I don't remember that, just flag it so I stop. I'll take one of those. And then I think I have to... Oh, Carmel's back. I think I have to put 1 green pepper back. And I feel violated. Sorry, Carmelo. I was looking at something. Oh, I think I have a quest for asparagus that I haven't done yet. No. Someone wants asparagus 5. And I've never done that one before. We'll do it later. Feeling tired. Okay, so let's sell some of this. We're not even getting a whole bunch for that, so that feels like a waste. These are worth a decent amount. That's alright. Alright, we'll pad our bank account just a little bit and call it a night. Oh, we're getting a quest or something here. What's up? Must wreck the pier, now the fish won't bite. Did you try fixing the pier and clean up all the debris? Yes, we did that. While the sea's pretty clean, I would expect the fish to return, so that means there's got to be some other reason. Hey, and what's that smell? There's a very unusual smell coming from your clothes. Coffee? Yes. Ah, your drink you made from... I keep forgetting that no one here knows anything about anything. They don't know... The only thing they know about is potatoes. Drink you made. Easy there, buddy. What's all the fuss? Mountains and sea. Rainfall in the fertile forests washes a lot of nutrients into streams and rivers. Hey! So this game's like environmentally friendly. That's nice. Hey, Raider. Actually, coming from my farming area, it's a pretty big problem, actually. But it's more pesticides running into the streams. All that phosphorus is not good for the water. These nutrients are perfect because we got large numbers. Halo Halo's jungle has very few trees. That means the sea lacks nutrients. If there's no nutrients reaching the sea, it's no wonder that the fish aren't coming. Eureka, we finally figured it out. So I gotta plant trees, I'm gonna guess? That's okay, Raider. I don't think I'm gonna be too much longer at this point. But who knows? Alright, tomorrow will be a busy day. Okay, see you later. So like I said, I still have to capture at least 1 more Story of Seasons for tomorrow. I only have 1 episode scheduled right now. I'm going to need at least 1 more. At least. And that means I'll be busy tomorrow night trying to catch up. So I need to find a good day where I can just do a whole bunch. Morning AM, did you sleep well? Very good. Right now, to restore the sea, we have to make the forest fertile. That'll be your responsibility. And do that, you'll need to grow crops. Any crops to do. Okay. So I gotta go up that mountain and just plant stuff. Adam does not throw his garbage out the window, and he definitely recycles. Although I'm having a fight with my municipality over recycling. It's become a big mess. Okay, so I gotta plant stuff apparently up in the forest. That's what they want me to do. Alright, some more hibiscus. I don't want the striped though, I just want the normal hibiscus plants, but apparently we have to go up the mountain to that little area with the coffee trees and plant things up there. And it says I can plant anything, so I mean, I might as well put some hibiscus up there if I can find it. Alright. Let's see here. Thanks to everyone that's coming out. We've been pretty strong at about 20 plus the last like 20 minutes or so. That's awesome. Thank you so much. If you are here, it doesn't take too much effort just to click that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. There we go. Clean. Gotta keep the barn clean. I don't have any chickens. How have I played this game for more than a season and I don't have chickens yet? Like, that's like a Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, Stardew Valley staple. Chickens. And I can't believe I have none. Whatever. Everybody can come outside today. I don't see why not. Sure. Something to graze on. Everyone in the chat, your greatest game of all time, says Carmelo. What is the greatest game of all time? That's tough. Okay, I assume we're talking about my greatest game of all time. Mass Effect, says Alexandria. Fair? I think that's a good pick. I think Mass Effect's a good... Like, I think that's an appropriate pick. It's a solid game. Now, that's a good question. I'm going to stream for even longer, Carmelo, just because I want to see the answer to the question. Although I like how you threw a question out there like a grenade and then just ducked and didn't provide your own answer. Are you just saying like the whole Mass Effect franchise, Alexandria? Or like a specific Mass Effect? Mario Party. Shut up, John. It's not Mario Party. Chrono Cross, says Arena. Okay, that's a good one. Ocarina of Time, says Carmelo. I was more of a Majora's Mask fan than Ocarina of Time. Harvest Moon One World. Chickenless Run. Yeah, that's what I should call this, a chickenless run. I bet you I'm the only streamer on YouTube who's doing a chickenless run of Harvest Moon One World. Pecan says Dragon Ball. Alexandria says the whole trilogy of Mass Effect games. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Carmelo, you already picked one. You said the greatest of all time. Single. Not multiple greatest of all time. Mind you, I didn't pick on Alexandria for picking 3 games, so maybe I shouldn't pick on you. I mean, I am picking on you, but... Okay. The Witcher. That's a good game. I enjoy that one. I can't just pick one. Oh, who can? I usually can't pick one either. I'm trying to think through this. Like, I'm thinking about some of these responses, and I like Majora's Mask better than Ocarina of Time, so I would say that that can't be my pick. Like, I'm thinking a lot of games I like, but like not one that I would say is the greatest. Like, I loved Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Big impact on my gaming preference, like how I gamed going forward. Super Mario 64. Big influence on what I played going forward. Majora's Mask, which I played before Ocarina of Time. You're right, Alexandria, they do come as a set, Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. So that's fair. On the Switch, it's called the Switcher. I don't think that's official, but that would be brilliant if they did it. It's the Witcher. It's the Witcher on Xbox and PlayStation, but it's the Switcher on the Switch. They did a really good job with that port on Switch. And people have always said, "Oh, you can't port, you know, insane or like graphically insane, GPU heavy games to the Switch because it can't handle it." And every time I hear someone say that, I'm just like, "What about The Witcher?" Arguably one of the biggest games. of last generation. And it does all right. So, yeah, I don't buy that argument. Super Mario World, says Carmelo. Yeah, Super Mario World's good. GoldenEye's got nothing for the greatest game of all time. I did see someone throw out like Duke Nukem. Are you saying that was the greatest or the worst? Because I can't imagine you were saying that was the greatest game of all time. GTA 5. I mean, that's not even... That game is just like in a world of its own. I gotta think. How many copies has that game sold? Over 100 million for sure, right? Okay. BioShock? I've never played a BioShock. Am I missing out? That's the question I have. I've never played a BioShock. Am I missing out? Hey, Raina. Yeah, I know you. I knew you'd appreciate it. They did a good job with the animal. Not animations. What am I thinking? What's the word I'm thinking of? Anyway, they did a good job with the animals in this game, but unfortunately, they serve no purpose. All the wild animals serve no purpose. So you can tame them, which I did. I tamed the bear. But literally, it just eats your food. It doesn't provide you any kind of financial benefit in any way. Can't ride it. Can't produce anything from it. It's just there to be cool, which is a pretty big miss for me. Because I'm honestly thinking about just letting it go. So I'm just feeding this thing every day. I'm not getting anything for it. Is it worth it? Fallout New Vegas. I've never played a Fallout game. So I'm missing out on something there. I think I got one more day in me, and then we'll call it. I think that's probably what we'll do. So maybe another 10 minutes or so. I was glad I was able to sneak this in tonight. But I do gotta find time to capture one episode of Story of Seasons before I call it for the day, and that takes me about a half hour to 45 minutes to do, so I need to make sure I put some time aside to do that. No, Carmelo, I'm not joking. I've never played BioShock, and I've never played Fallout. See, Alexandria, that's what I was gonna say. I played a ton of Oblivion and absolutely loved it. Now, mind you, I know a lot of people that think Oblivion's not a good game. So, well, I might really like it. I'm not really sure that in general people like it. Like, my brother-in-law doesn't like it. He thought it was trash, but he liked Morrowind, and I thought Morrowind was trash. So, I don't know. They're all good. It's just hard to go back and play Morrowind in 2021, in my opinion. My project is to play what, BioShock, or my project is to play Fallout? When I see those, Vlad, when I see the, hey, here's 4 games, or even like red pill or blue pill, and they put like games on each side, I actually never have a problem with those. Like they showed like a whole bunch of Nintendo franchises, like Metroid Prime, like Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and a bunch. There was like 6 or 7, or Pikmin. It's like 6 or 7. They're like, you can only pick 3. And I'm like, that's easy. Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. I don't need anything else. But everybody else is like, I see people like commenting on those posts, and they're like, oh, this is so difficult to only pick 3. There's so many good here. Oh, it's so difficult. And it's like, I mean, I picked my 3 in about 2 seconds. But maybe I'll blow your mind some more, Carmelo, because I think I don't like Metroid. Pikmin's okay. I'm not a huge fan. I play them. But I mean, if you're like, hey, do you want to play a Metroid game or like the latest Lego game? I'm gonna pick a Lego game every time. I'm a big fan of Metroid. It's 10 p.m. here. Don't lie, Carmelo. I know what time it is. It's 10:17, not 10. Yeah, we do. Hi, Lucy. Yeah, I do actually have viewers from all over. I have viewers that... So yeah, so Lucy just came onto the stream, and Lucy says she's from what I believe is New Zealand. Is that what NZ is? New Zealand? I think so. And I know there's someone who doesn't chat, because they kind of sent me a DM on Twitter and said their English isn't so great. So they don't chat, but they said that they watch from the Philippines. And then there's somebody else who comes in and out who's from Brazil, and he's often, you know, just joining in, and he chats with me on Twitter. And then the other one that I would say is like I would never expect is I have someone from, I'm trying to think what the country's called. I just don't want to make sure. Oh yeah, no, sorry, I have someone from Egypt that watches all the time too. It's actually kind of neat because you get some cool perspectives when you talk to them about different things. But yeah, they come from all over. I can't believe we're at 29. We might actually hit that 30 that we sometimes hit, although it's right at the end and I'm about to quit, so that's unfortunate, but you can always go back and watch the rest of the video when it goes up on demand. See you, Pecan. I don't know if it's even worth coming back. Like, the potato's only worth 20. I don't think the green pepper's the one that's worth a lot. I think the red pepper's worth a lot. Although I did grow this stupid hibiscus plant accidentally, so... yeah, maybe. So there's Goofy. Goofy just said he's from Belgium. So all over. I don't even know what time it would be in New Zealand. Lucy, what time would it be in New Zealand right now? Oh, never mind. I just saw you said it's 4:16. 4:16 p.m. in New Zealand? On Friday? That would make sense, right? Oh, okay. So Alexandra just said she's from the Philippines too. So it's 2 people that chat with me. I knew you were I knew you're from but I didn't think it was the Philippines. I don't know why. But I do love having just people from all over. It's kind of fun. I feel like I haven't really done anything on this stream except for chat and run around on my horse. I'm from Uptown, Canada. Is that what they call Toronto, Carmelo? Okay, so there's Joseph chiming in. He's from Norway. Yeah, so I'm going to guess, Joseph, it's 4:20 a.m. in Norway. No, Lucy, I'm pretty sure I don't like it. If I'm being honest. I'm going to keep playing it because I'm kind of waiting for something to happen, and a lot of folks have been tuning in and enjoying it, so we'll keep diving into it. But it's not one I play in my free time. I play Story of Seasons in my free time, but I don't play this in my free time. There's definitely a an audience for this. It's just not me. But I went in with the wrong perspective of what it was going to be. I thought I saw the graphics, the you know, they were kind of promising. I don't know if I should be planting this stuff here, but I just am. I saw the graphics and I saw that, you know, they were promising multiple worlds and you could move your farm. So I was like, okay, so that's the gimmick. You can move your farm buildings. But then, but then I started playing and I put down my first farm and I'm like, oh wait, I can only plant crops in these designated areas, and I can only get crops from these wisps. Like I can't just go to a store and buy 9 crops, you know? So I think it's probably somewhat my own fault for not knowing what this was going to be when I started. And because it didn't meet what I wanted it to be, it's underwhelming, I guess. Oh, definitely be excited for Story of Seasons. If you played the last ones, I've said this multiple times, if you played the ones on 3DS, they're not as exciting as, I mean, this one's not as good as those ones. I think those ones do a better job of managing the day-to-day aspects of the game than Pioneers of Olive Town does. And Pioneers of Olive Town has had some pretty disappointing moments already within the first year. Most notably, the egg hunt in spring. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like Stardew Valley, where you actually like can run around the town of Stardew Valley and find eggs, like you're doing an egg hunt. But it wasn't. It was just a cutscene, so very disappointed. I love that people are just kind of chiming in. So Lily's from the UK. Lucy, like she said, yeah. Joseph was Norway. I thought I saw somebody else. I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, okay. So Joseph's not from Norway. He was just saying it was that time in Norway. 3:20 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, it's 5 hours, I think. I think I knew that. The egg hunt did hurt me, Carmelo. It was very disappointing. Because to that point, like I'd had some conversations with Alexandria about how Pioneers of Olive Town, she said it didn't, like she hadn't played it, but she said it didn't look as good as the past ones. And I agreed. But I was like, but it's not bad. Like it's still good. And then like the egg hunt came, and that was just like a kick because I was like, this is disappointing. Like really disappointing. And the derby, the animal derby, I mean that video went up today, so if you want to check it out, feel free. For the animal derby, I think it's the one that went live at 12 p.m. Eastern. That was better because you actually got to do something. Could have been even better than it was, but striped. I just want regular. I don't know how many. Has anybody been keeping track about how many regular hibiscus plants I have? Yeah, it did hurt them. Hopefully they change that at the festival. The thing is, Lucy, I don't see them changing the festivals. Like I feel like it's not like Animal Crossing. So Animal Crossing, Nintendo builds these events out and then they push an update to your game, like whatever, a couple days before the event actually happens. So they're actively developing, like Animal Crossing's an active game. They're actively creating events, creating unique moments and things like that. So whereas I don't feel like Harvest Moon was developed to be a living, ongoing game. It was built to be just this one-off game that was going to have these events, but the events don't change. I don't think they've ever changed. Like, I don't think Natsumi, I don't think Exceed and Marvelous have ever... I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I don't think they've ever purposefully changed an event or anything like that. It'd be a huge undertaking to change that. Yeah, see, so there's Alexandria just said there are 8 festivals total, and 4 of them are just cutscene events, which is because it's just disappointing. I liken cutscene events. I liken cutscene events in that game. Like I say, that's kind of like development laziness, in my opinion. But it reminds me of like the fact that only a quarter of the NPCs in this game have actual names. Same kind of thing. Like, would it have been that hard to generate another 30 or 40 names so that, you know, I wasn't talking to Animal Shopkeeper 4 times in 4 different cities? I don't know. Although, if I'm being fair, I'd let games like Pokemon get away with it with Bugcatcher... What do they call them? Like Bugcatcher Kevin? There's like 10 of them? Or do they all have unique names? I feel like they reuse the names. You know, they got Bugcatcher, they've got Miner, they've got Hiker, What else they got? I guess it's also equally could be seen as equally as lame. Moses thinks they're kind of trying to cash in on the name. I think if you're talking about Harvest Moon, I feel like the name's been so tarnished at this point that there is no real cashing in on it anymore. I think folks have figured it out. This is another glitch I'm finding. So you can ride your horse in, but it kicks you off here. Right? But watch as I try to leave, it's going to kick me off. See? Here's another little glitch. So I don't think there's any banking on the name anymore. I think the Harvest Moon name has been dragged through the dirt pretty good, that you're not selling copies just based on the name Harvest Moon anymore. But that's a personal opinion. Yes, 100% Lucy will play Pokemon Snap. You know, Alexandra, I think if there's enough of an outrage in Asia around, or in Japan and the other regions over there that have the game, they might change it, but it's a big developing cost to change 4 cutscene events into 4 actual events. Like, I don't know what the legs are on this kind of game. Like, do you make the most? Are you going to sell the most copies within the first 3 months? Like, they can't. They wouldn't be able to develop and push that kind of an update. Probably not even in 6 months. And by that point, have you lost the sales? Because they're a company still. They got to balance the dollars versus what it's going to cost them to change something that people don't like. And you could argue that it could have an impact on future titles and what people perceive future titles might be like, so that there's a reputational benefit to fixing it. I would say I don't see them fixing it. I did, Carmelo. Carmelo's right. I did say that in a previous stream. I loved Pokemon Snap on the 64, and then I went back and played it emulated, and I was like, I don't know why I love this so much. This is really boring. Yeah, it's more like Pokemon Snap is more like a sequel, I believe. It's not a remake. It's the same concept of riding a rails and snapping photos, but they've built in a lot more. Like, they've built in more gameplay around it than there was on the 64 version. Like, now you're trying to capture rare moments, like rare Pokemon moments and stuff like that. So it's a new and improved Pokemon Snap, I would say. They're going to fix the bugs. They've already promised, of course, a patch for the frame rate issues and the long load scene between your farm and the town. So they promised those patches, and they've promised they're going to rejig. Excuse me. They're going to rejig how the makers work, right? So you're not going to have. So I don't know what that's going to mean. I hope they kind of redo the makers like the old games, because I could deal with that. The way the makers are set up now, no way, but if they went back to what they did in the 3DS versions of Story of Seasons, then I could live with that. But it's frustrating. Like, I've been playing a lot, and at this point, I mean, if you've seen one of the recent episodes, I've got like, I don't know, 11 or 12 of those lumber makers, and it just seems like a ridiculous. It's an eyesore for a game that's trying to emulate Animal Crossing, in that you can like design your farm and you can move things around and you can put paths down and benches down and all this stuff, but then your entire landscape of your farm is dotted with these stupid makers you need just to produce all the lumber and iron ore or iron ingots and gold and silver and all that crap. So how many of these do we have? We need 3 more because I need 6, right? Do I have any? I should see if I have any in here at all. I don't think so. Daisy, blue hibiscus. No. Okay. Yeah, they have DLC coming out, which they're promising a whole new area. So I'm excited for that, I think. Alright, put this stuff away. Just so we can have some closure to this, I'll do one more day, and then I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, DLCs, new areas, 2 new areas, I think. One releasing in April, one releasing in July, and then past characters will be added to the game as like hard events and people you can marry and stuff like that. Which is why a lot of folks are not going after any of the current available bachelors or bachelorettes in Story of Seasons, because they're waiting on those DLC packs. I wish they'd add more events and festivals. I do too. I think it's kind of a missed opportunity, but again, I don't see Story of Seasons having the kind of lags that Animal Crossing does, and they probably know that too. But in my opinion, you promise the content, you deliver the content, people are going to buy that season pass when they buy the game. So you're going to get people's money regardless. No, I think what we're going to get, Alexandra, what they're going to give us in these DLC passes are what they've promised. That's 2 new areas, old bachelors and bachelorettes, and whatever else they promised. I don't really remember what it was. I thought there was one more thing, but who knows. $20 US for the season pass. Yeah, I think it's $20 in Canada too, and the game is $70. So I think it was $89.99 Canadian to pre-order Story of Seasons Standard Edition with the season pass. It's very odd. Sometimes the Canadian US pricing makes sense. Like something's, $20 in the US and it'll be $30 in Canada. And other times the companies just decide either it's not worth the trouble or the hassle of printing 2 sets of ads and everything, so they just sell it for whatever the US price is in the Canadian store. You'll see indie companies do that a lot. Like Littlewood is the exact same price whether you buy it in Canada or the United States. Which would mean it's beneficial for Americans to have Canadian eShop accounts, because the dollar is so poor in Canada. Like, I think right now, last I checked, $1 US or $1 Canadian is only worth like 73 cents US. No, that's not right. Yeah, that is right. So yeah, so we got that problem. What do you say, John? You wish there was a contest you could enter to win a copy of Harvest or Story of Seasons? Why don't you tell us more about that desire? Does anybody else desire to win a copy of Pioneers of Olive Town? I know somebody that can make that happen. Yeah, I like physical copies of games as well. But we have my biggest issue with digital is I still think Nintendo's sharing, like their family sharing plans, suck. So you can have like one primary console and then you can have secondary consoles, but like we have 3, and it's a whole hassle trying to play games on your non-primary console, or 2 people trying to play games off my, like if both my kids are on 2 different Switches trying to play games off my account, they can't. It's just a mess. Like, just let me link all my systems together. And I mean, I could see them putting a limit on it, like maybe you can only link 5 systems together, so you can't just go sharing games, or maybe you have to be on the same Wi-Fi connection, or maybe it has to have your make the secondary switches connect to the primary switch via Wi-Fi prior to allowing you to play a game. Like, that all makes sense to me. They could do that, and then I could share my games, but we buy most of our stuff physically now too. I have EB Games here, great, and there's EB Games in other countries. Yeah, we have EB Games in Canada. In the US, they have GameStop. Yeah, I have a big issue with getting hard copies on launch day too. Because I remember I was waiting for Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, and I was, I was like, oh, there's no need to pre-order. It's gonna be available in the store anywhere on launch day. At like the first 2 stores I called, they're like, no, we don't have copies. We never got copies. And I was like, oh. I eventually found one at EB Games. But yeah, it's never a guarantee anymore. If you want to be guaranteed to play on launch day, and you're not going to a store, or you're not sure if a store is going to have it, your real only option is to buy it digitally. If you buy it digitally, you'll get it whenever it unlocks. GoldenEye says, my oldest bought a Switch Lite for Christmas. He uses my account so he can play my digital games. Yeah, so you can use one Carmelo. So like, I have a primary Switch and a secondary Switch. But if I'm trying to figure out how it works. If I'm using my primary Switch to play a game, my son cannot use a secondary Switch to play, or even another Switch on top of that to play the same game on his account. And because he has to play it on my account on his Switch in order for it to work, I can't be playing on my account. You know what I mean? It's a mess. Once you go past 2 consoles, it becomes a mess. Unfortunately. Okay, guys, I think we're about to wrap it up. If you are still here, please hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell. I will have more Story of Seasons content live tomorrow. Today's videos did much better than Wednesdays, which didn't perform very well at all. But they're picking up some steam, so it's been pretty good. But you'll have 2 more tomorrow. I think 1st of summer and 2nd of summer. You're going to see new animals. We're going to get a horse, stable. I think we fix a bridge. We get into a gold mine. We get a silo. We do a lot of stuff. So be sure to check those out. And I appreciate it if you like those as well and share them around. Otherwise, I'll see you again for another stream soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.